everyone, this is Ethan here with me today, and I'm going to show you some energy techniques that I use to make for a really good day, really good concentration in school, and just happiness and everything. It really makes a difference in mood and concentration. I'm a Sai Chi practitioner, and I do energy healing at a chiropractor's office, and it's pretty much mostly because of this little guy, things that I've learned in things that I needed to know to do healing. So I'm going to teach you some things that deal with his electromagnetic fields, his meridian system that I've developed with all of the different modalities that I have learned over the years. So anyways, I've been kind of doing this for about 2 years for him, and anyways, we'll just go get started. Can you say hi, Ethan? Forgot to have you say hi. All right, so the first technique I'm going to tell you about is a body talk technique, and it's tapping cortices. Can you turn sideways, buddy? Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to start at the nape of the neck, and you're going to connect both hemispheres. See, right and left hemisphere. That's a big thing, like having the right and left. It really helps with coordination and things. So you're going to connect the right and the left hemisphere. And so you're going to connect this way, and then you're going to penetrate through the brain. And the brain, everything that's wrong in the body is reflected in the brain. So we're going to go ahead and do a whole body, manipulation with the electromagnetic frequency fields. So anyways, I'm going to tap on his head. When I tap on his head, and you want to make sure that you're tapping on the right and the left sides. But when I tap on his head, that says, realize anything that is wrong right here in the brain and in the body. So we're going to tap right here, and he's going to take 2 deep breaths. Take 2 deep breaths, Ethan. And then we tap on the heart, and when you tap on the heart, that says go and fix it. So then we're going to move up to the next space. Just follow up to where your hand left off. Connect the hemispheres and tell it to penetrate all of the cells in the brain and to go and fix what's wrong. So 2 breaths on the head, 2 breaths on the heart. Now I'm going to speed it up. You take 2 breaths here, 2 deep 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 breaths here. Okay, and then right here, you would put your hands on the sides of the head. Right here, this is where the emotions are. This one's good. Sometimes I do this one twice, and you just kind of think about connecting light all the way through from hand to hand. You do that. You think about connecting light all the way through wherever your hand placement is. So you connect the light through there, and you'll just feel a connection with your mind's eye. You just look inside of the mind, and with your mind's eye, and you'll be able to see it. So you go like that. Oh, and it feels so good, Ethan, doesn't it? And you tap on the head, and you tap on the heart. You have to use this hand, so you just maintain the connection with your mind right there. And then I do it again like this. I tap on the head on both sides. Make sure you're on both sides. And then I tap on the heart. All right, the next thing I like to do is the crown pull. And this pulls away any negative energy. Here, can you sit up? Yeah. That's in the mind. So you look with your mind's eye inside of the person's head that you're working on, and you look for any cloudiness, any blackness, or any blockages, any slow movement inside, and you want to make it so that these things are stimulated and they are moving and flowing freely. You think about those things, whatever that kid needs. The thoughts, the ideas will just come to your mind, the things that your kid needs, and you just think about them, and you use your intent. That's all that this is using intent. Right now I'm stimulating, and you can think about getting inside of the brain, maybe cleaning it, maybe just whatever comes to your mind that kid needs. All right, now we're going to do some more negative energy pulling. Can you lay down, Ethan? All right, so you're too close. Can you come back here? Thanks, buddy. So first of all, I start with the head, and I pull all of this stuff out. All of this negative energy. And then I'll start down here, and I'll pull all the way out. Can you let go of whatever you got? Thanks. And you pull it all the way out of their hands. So you think about when you're going like this and you're pulling that negative energy out, you're pulling energy out, but you're also pulling energy in. So right here, you think about connecting positive energy to this negative energy, and it will follow in. So you add the positive energy in as you pull the negative energy out. So with your mind's eye, you look inside of your child's body, and you think about pushing any darkness, any cloudiness, any fogginess up and out of the body. And this helps with stiff hands, or flapping, or clapping, or just repetitive movements. It helps remove that energy, and especially if it's right around this area. I found that was kind of where it was going on for us. Then you really pull it out of those fingers, and you look for that negative energy, and you pull it out, and that with us at least, it relaxed hands and minimized repetitive movements, and they are completely non-existent these days. Then we go like this. So, and we come down and we pull that negative energy out. The positive energy is connecting right here, and you pull that negative energy out of the body like that. All right, one more thing that I forgot to show you that I want to show you really quick, along with that crown pull. Something that's really good to do also is I go like this, and I tap, and I rub, and I tap, and I rub, and I tap, rub, and tap. And the tapping, it'll release any tenseness. It'll help. Tapping is a really good way to speak to the body. It's actually better than scratching or anything. If you have an itch, it's actually better to tap it than to scratch it, because your body receives it better. So you think about penetrating the brain. You rub it, and you imagine that you're rubbing the whole brain. You're massaging the whole brain and bringing healing to it. And see, I went all the way down and around to the nape of his neck. Now I'm going to start up here on the next level. Rub like this and tap. Rub like this and tap. And this is just communicating other great things to the brain. It's just stimulating it, getting it going. This is a great way to get knots out of the back if you rub them like this and then you tap them. But you just look with your mind's eye inside, and you pull out any blackness, and you tap and stimulate anything that seems like it could be moving better, that seems like it's a little lagging or lethargic and not operating at full capacity. So yeah, I just do 3 circles, and that's you're so cute, buddy. Then you just rub and tap, and you just keep going until you've done the whole brain. Okay, so that. Oh, and then I want to show you. I just know so much stuff, I forget what I wanted to show you. This is how you reset the brain. You go like this, and you lightly touch the eyes, and this will highlight the energy field. I mean, this will highlight this area of the brain. And then, actually, this will highlight this area that I'm touching right down here, and it's right in the hollows, right under the collarbone. There's 2 little empty crevices, holes, and you want to press on those. And then you lightly touch the eyes, just so there's a little bit of pressure. And you just tap, and then you kind of feel, and you feel when it's ready, when it's done. It'll just kind of tell you. And then you tap on the heart and tap on the head. And that will reset the brain. You can also just kind of press on these bones if you need to reset the brain. Or just tap right here on these collarbones right here. And then you tap on the sides of the body right here. Yeah. Does that feel good? Right there. Okay. And you can do a spinal flush, and you can flush it all out. Now the first part that I showed you, where I tap the cortices and I do the crown pull and I pull out all the negative energy, that's an everyday thing. But you can go ahead and do any of these things. The spinal flush, you just flush their day off of their back, and that's good for if they've been all day at school somewhere or whatever.